Hello and welcome to Last Stand Gamers video on Namalsk Underground. You're probably wondering, what the hell am I doing in Namalsk? Well, it's rather simple to tell the truth. I got a little bit bored of Rus. I got a little bit sick of them inhonourable buildings and just some casual errors, so I decided to try out some of the other maps. So here I am, where most of the buildings are modelled from a similar game called Stalker. It's a really nice MMO survival sort of game. Really enjoyed playing it. I've got a video up on my channel anyway if you want to check that out. Right, so let's get started. You're probably wondering what Namalsk is all about. Well, it's a very cold map, let me just tell you that. As you can see in the right hand corner there, I am freezing my nuts off. Basically, there's barely any heat packs, and there's more guns than actually food and ammunition. So the real problem is actually getting something to eat, and actually trying to get something to survive on this map. But you guys are here because you want to look at the underground, and I'm going to take you right down there and take you through it. So far in this map, I've been chased by a lot of cars. There seems to be a lot of people who are just whizzing around the map. Some guy hit a lamppost before and his face exploded. Better for me, I stole his gear. What's really good about this map is it plays on the opposite of a survival element. It plays on that you just need food and water to survive. It's really weird actually, because in Rus you're constantly hunting for better guns and better equipment, where here you're just trying to get some food. As you can see on the right there, I am a bit low on well, food and some basic water, and so I'm going to need to pick some up as soon as possible. So I've ventured into the underground, and you're probably going, what the hell is that? Well, with Namalsk, you get some new figures and some new character models, so you actually see some really different sort of looking zombies. There's US Marines, there's Russians, there's all sorts of crazy new models that they've added in. As we can see here, the underground is not just abandoned. We've got buildings, we've got information, we've got different things and different items actually you can actually collect. We've got a server room here. Obviously, what just happened before is when I made a run to this place, one or two guys had just drove past in their car, so I was a little bit panicky about coming down here, but I decided you guys probably want to see this, and I've had some inboxes saying, oh, what's the Namalsk Underground like and where is it? Well, what'll happen on your screen about now is I'm going to put an overlay up and you will see where the Namalsk Underground is. As you saw when we entered, it's in that little bunker. Climb down the stairs, be very careful though, because if you're not careful, it's very simple. Somebody will wait at the bottom of the stairs, or someone's waiting in that office up there. And finally, one last tip when you're actually entering or exiting, don't equip a pistol, because basically what happens is this glitch where you slide down the ladder and kill yourself. And we don't want you killing yourself, do we? Right, so let's have a look here. I'm just drilling a few more zombies, some of the new character models that look very nice, I have to say. You're probably wondering what that chat's going on in the background. Well, at this time, when I went into the underground, I had a few other players keeping guard up top, one or two on the mountains, watching out, and they're just having a bit of casual banter to keep me safe and keep me looked out for while I explore this place and see if there's any good guns. So here I'm travelling through this very scary looking pipe. Another warning, don't come down here when it's dark, or you'll find yourself in some of the weirdest situations possible. Like, I don't know how to say it, but basically your face will just explode with the immensity of being dark in a small tight environment where you can't really rotate very well. We've got a flooded area here, very nicely built. Obviously I've not had too many errors, I've not fell off anything or randomly combusted into a pile of ashes, so that's quite a positive. I hear some footsteps here, so basically what's going on is I'm just checking the area, make sure it's safe. We've got a lot of these very bright coloured objects compared to the environment. We've got another flooded area down there. I quickly check what's down here. So when I'm watching this, I'm not really paying as much attention as I should be, because I've got that priority cover that's upstairs. We've got an M4 there, but we're not getting any rounds for it. Otherwise I would have actually picked that up and carried it with me. So I've finished off exploring the underground. There's probably one or two more areas that I'm going to move to in a minute, but let's have a talk about Namalsk in general. So basically, a lot of you guys have been talking about Namalsk on some of the videos, and some of you have been inboxing me saying, do a video on there. So I'm going to give a brief overview of it. I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10. I'm going to rate it a 6 out of 10 because some of the features just don't work very well. I mean, it's nice having all these guns available to you, but basically what this does, instead of actually making it a survival challenging game, you know everyone's going to be armed with some top end weaponry, so basically it's a deathmatch right from the start, and that kind of lets the map down a bit. Otherwise, if this map was constructed correctly with, let's say, a few less weapon spawns, we get more equipment spawns, more parts, things that you'd actually expect in this sort of post-apocalyptic Soviet state. When that happened, that scared the living daylights out of me, that zombie that was behind me. So basically what my teammates are saying now is they're telling me to try to get out from this place because there's a car coming into the area. They said they're going to try to take it out, and I'm going, oh, come on, let me just have a finish looking around this place, let me get some guns. So they said they can cover me, everything's fine up there, just for a few minutes longer, because there's quite a big group of players on the server who are working together to try to grab the loot. So we had to work really snappy since there was only 5 of us and there was about 23 of them. I don't know if they're all working together, but they all seem to be moving around and coordinating themselves extremely well for an organised group of players. But back to the map review. If you've not played this map, it is really freaky. In daylight, it doesn't look as good, but as soon as the lights go down and you start seeing them zombies running across the sunlight and all sorts of amazing things happens, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. Got a few dead zombie corpses here. I think they've just fell out the ladder though. Obviously you can fall down the ladders if you don't select the right option, but I trust you guys know how to do that, and I think you don't need a guide on how to use a ladder correctly. Right, so we're in the last couple of rooms. There's a few different stores to this area. The only problem with this building, what can happen, is if you place a satchel charge right at the top, you can destroy the whole building, and basically it just makes a massive crater in the ground. So it's actually quite amusing if you actually find a satchel charge, and obviously explosives are still really rare in this actual map. I don't know if they're actually featuring them at all. But hopefully you've enjoyed looking around the Namalsk Underground facility, and maybe you won't be like some of my friends and decide that it's a little bit too scary to go under here, because to tell the truth, there's so much loot under here that's absolutely amazing. And some of the one or two of the props are quite nice as well. Obviously, with this map, food and drink are your primary keys to survival. I messed with that radio then, and basically I thought an option came up saying that I could use it, but nothing happened. Obviously, if you guys think I've missed a bit, or you guys would like to see another part of this map, or you want to see any part of these maps, just tell me and I'll try to get a video out showing the area. This has been a rather requested area. I'm moving through here, trying to be as safe as possible, because one of my guys upstairs has told me someone's ran in, so I don't know if they're coming down the ladder or they're already down here, so I'm just checking, making sure that last little bit of loot's here. Obviously, I've got a map, I've got all the key components. Right, and there we go, he's saying I should get out of there, so I'm going to go straight back up and head out of this place as fast as I possibly can. Obviously, it's all modelled after the Stalker building, so if you've ever played Stalker and visited Lab X18 or X16, you'd know you're at home here, just like me, and I've got a few videos of that on the channel, so check it out and I'll see you next time.